we've got to learn how to not let leadership be the one to build us up, okay, to encourage us. You've got to learn how to encourage yourself in the faith. And I'll be honest, we probably don't do a good job of teaching that, okay? And so what that starts with is when you're feeling that fear, you're feeling the worry, you're feeling the pressure, you have to start pulling out scriptures that you've memorized, and you start declaring those scriptures over that situation.
Built the church upon the foundation of attitudes and of charisma and on good looks and talent. And we built the church upon all these other things that when the fire of God and more importantly, when the rain of life begins to blow, that sandy foundation just gets washed away. And so many people have been turned away from the church because the church has put their faith in man. Amen? And so we've got a bunch of people today who are looking at the church going, I don't want any part of it. I don't want to look like that, because we have portrayed a message to the world that we are weak and that when the rain falls, our foundation is washed away, because we have put our trust not in God, but in man. Amen. And it shows you the fear and the lack of authority that they walked in when they were surprised that they had authority over the enemy. Are you hearing me? They were surprised and dumbfounded, even the demons, as if that wasn't the first thing that should be bowing its knee at you. Huh? And this is the mentality we have in the church. The one thing that we have the most power over, we give the most credit to. I don't have to worry about the devil. I got to worry about my flesh. I don't even think the enemy is that too concerned about most churches in America.
All right.
He's not going to go and spend his time where there's a bunch of flesh. But the first thing we're going to do if we got to build an army is you got to dethrone the enemy. Yes. Now, I want us to understand something. By dethroning him, I mean this. Put him in his place. Yes. Where is the place of the enemy? Well, let me help you out. Come on. The place for the enemy is underneath the soles of your feet. For Jesus said, I give you the authority to what? Trample over, on top of. That trample, I looked this up in the Greek, and it means to forcefully, to like smear. It's like a smack talk kind of phrase. Because we like to be like, it's all about my preacher, it's all about my church, it's all about my worship, it's all about, no, it's about you taking what has been imparted inside of you and doing it, amen? That's where we miss the mark. That's why we have SMOs. Sunday morning only. That's why on Tuesday night, Billy, there's 3 or 4 of us praying here. Help me, somebody. That's why when you call people to pray on the night of the week, listen, let me help you out. If you want to come and do ministry in this church and you don't show up to prayer, then don't just trust that I'll go. Okay, bless you. You cannot worship in this atmosphere. What in God's name do you think you're going to do outside of these doors? Huh?
Right now.
What in the holy name of our Father, Son, Spirit, God, what makes you think that if you can't worship in this kind of atmosphere with the music and with people prodding you and with God moving and with your brothers and sisters and with your pastor begging you to do what you need to do in the Spirit, what makes you think that you're going to be even remotely close doing it outside of these doors by yourself? You find people who have been forgiven of much, so you'll find people who are going to love and fight much. Amen. These, I believe, are the people, the cornerstone that which the church is going to be built upon. This revival, this third great awakening, it's people like that who know they've been forgiven of so much.
Amen.
They've done so much. How could a God, how could a man who, he knows I'm having sex with people all over the place. He knows my job is to have sex with men outside of the covenant of marriage. He knows it. And yet I'm breaking my this man.
Yes.
Don't you know that woman went away out of that? Oh, God, I wish we had the second part of her story. Don't you know that there was nothing in this woman's life that would ever cause her to sin again? That putting them through a program is equipping them. I'm all for programs. We're doing Kingdom Women, so we're watching and learning. I'm all for teaching and I'm all for this discipleship. But you want to know the best training? It's sitting in the fire. The best training for you and for me is sitting in the fire. The fire will teach you what no document and no written thing will ever be able to teach you. Amen. I call it Burning Bush University. You ever been there? Huh? Where'd you go to? I love it. I love it when people ask me, "Where'd you go to school?" Where'd you go to school? Let me tell you, I went to Burning Bush University. They're like, where's that at? In the Bible, you moron. Amen. Where'd you go? Burning Bush University. I learned in the fire.
Jesus.
I learned in the fire. Well, brother, you know that you ain't got the document to go down with. You ain't got this piece of paper that validates you as a preacher. You need to study to show yourself approved. You need to study to show yourself. The fire is more study than you'll ever read in your life.